Okay, I wanted to voice my opinion about vegans, and especially prominent vegans like Dr. McDougall, promoting things like saying starchivore. Okay, the other day, a gentleman referring to himself as an herbivore was put in his place, basically, by somebody that knew more about what things eat than what this gentleman did. What I want to point out is a 100% a healthy 100% plant-based diet is 100% plant-based, of course, but more importantly, it is not, it's not herbivorous, it's not frugivorous. It is basically an omnivorous diet that comes from plants. Humans are omnivorous, okay? We eat a little bit of everything. However, what people need to understand, a herbivore eats herbs, which means plants without a woody stem. A frugivore eats fruits. Now, there are people that call themselves fruitarians that try to live off of all fruit, and there are people that are, I don't know what you'd say, low-fat vegan. The problem is that when people like Dr. McDougall, and I love Dr. McDougall, I think he does great work, but when they use words like humans are starchivores and over-favor, see, it makes people like Dr. McDougall guilty of the same thing as the meat industry. They're over-emphasizing the need for one nutrient over all others. A truly healthy 100% plant-based diet is starch-centered, although I switch back and forth between starch-centered and fruit-centered based on my appetites. But it's starch-centered with smaller amounts of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and other legumes, these things added in to enhance the nutrient density of the diet. The other problem with, I would say, Dr. McDougall is that he emphasizes the need of micronutrients. I do believe people like Dr. Greger are much much better, but and I also favor the concepts of the Seventh-day Adventist lifestyle. I also believe that the whole lifestyle is important. This is another problem, is a lot of people, a lot of vegans, a lot of prominent vegans underplay the need for exercise. Now, I'm somebody, people have probably seen my weight go up and down. This has to do specifically not with my diet, I am 100% plant-based, but more with the lack of exercise, okay? Using diet only to manage weight is not realistic, although for some very, very morbidly obese people, it's the only way you can manage weight. My point is, you can't underemphasize diet, you can't underemphasize nutrient density, and you can't overemphasize specific nutrients, especially specific macronutrients like starch. So remember, a starch-centered diet with smaller amounts of nuts and seeds and legumes and fruits and vegetables, it's an omnivorous diet that comes from plants. And also, when you're adding things like fungi, like mushrooms and things like this nature, then you get other smart asses that'll go, oh, well, fungi are actually, they're protists, they're not plants, blah, 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 blah. My point is, vegans, especially prominent vegans, need to start exercising a little bit more caution in how they say